Hey! Do you have an appetite for the unknown and an extensive trench coat budget? Can you figure out someone's most personal secrets whether they want you to or not? Well, congratulations! You might be an inquisitive rogue. But what is an inquisitive rogue? Well, find an oversized magnifying glass and a funny hat, learn all the best ways to gather clues, and make sure to bring along a sidekick who's either a competent doctor or a potential love interest. Because
my life's full of babes and bullets. No time to lay back and cool it.
in every underworld, there stands a person who walks that line between black and white. The truth is often more complicated than the fiction, and bringing dark secrets to the light takes a unique mind and a subtle hand. A successful sleuth needs to understand the criminal element, in a way, be a part of it, but often with ulterior motives. Some may call on your expertise to investigate a disappearance that a corrupt police won't touch, or maybe recover stolen valuables your client once kept out of the newspapers. Whatever your next job, whether just or dirty, a gumshoe like you needs more than a perfect pose in a smoky alley and a great set of blinds to pull it off. The Inquisitive Rogue grabs from the best detective archetypes, from Dick Tracy to Sherlock Holmes, and relies on their unique approach to solving a mystery. An Inquisitive knows that sometimes the law doesn't go far enough, makes crucial mistakes, misses or ignores vital details, or can be paid off to look the other direction. And whether you're hated, beloved, or somewhere in between, a knack for sticking your nose where it doesn't belong and an insatiable curiosity are your favorite tools of survival. But it's up to you how you approach the next mystery. Are you an ear-to-the-wall private dick digging up mafia secrets and dazzling dames? Or maybe a down-on-his-luck PI trying to solve one last case so he can close the book on a tired career? Or maybe you've made a name for yourself as the world's greatest detective and stalk the night beating up thugs until they go bankrupt from the resulting medical debt. Whatever your style may be, the Inquisitive sleeps best after a few cigars, a bottle of the good stuff, and a case closed. And that is no mystery. But first, are you having trouble finding the perfect VTT? Have you ever wanted to play D&D with your friends while taking a road trip or getting in your exercise? Well, if you need a VTT that fits your active lifestyle, Shard Tabletop has you covered. Shard Tabletop is a new VTT fit for anyone of any experience level and ready to use on any device. Shard Tabletop gives you more than the average VTT and grants you access to all their unique tools right out the gate, letting you manage character sheets, rework your campaign, or grab your favorite stories from the marketplace with publishers like Nord Games, Lazy Wolf Studios, Kobold Press, and more. I remember when I first started to figure out VTT so I could play with my friends, and that learning curve was pretty steep. But luckily, Shard Tabletop made the experience easy and fun, and let you jump right in without all the hassle, with a nice set of starter adventures, 300 monster tokens, and so much more. So if you're ready to make that switch, hit the link below and give Shard Tabletop a try today absolutely free, or get a yearly plan for just $20. Just remember to hit that link below to tell them Yumba sent ya. A big thanks to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show, and now, back to the video. So you watched too many episodes of Sherlock and now have a thing for solving crimes after freebasing booger sugar and an obsession with scarves. Where would you get started? Well, the best way to learn about crime is as a criminal, so we might as well start out as a rogue. Rogues are good at stuff and by default gooder than you, so they get a lot of skills. But most importantly, you double your proficiency bonus and 2 of those skills by taking expertise, making sure you never miss all those important clues. And while stealth and thieves tools are rogue expertise classics, don't forget to grab insight for this one. Trust me, being a human lie detector is amazing for this subclass and just keeps getting better over time. You also get Sneak Attack, letting you distract your opponent and deliver a devastating
Discombobulate.
Yes, well, this is equal to 1d6 every time you
Discombobulate.
as long as you have advantage on the target or have a friend within 5 feet of you when you
Discombobulate.
Is this gonna be a thing? You also get Thieves Can't. Thieves Can't what? Thieves can't get shit past us when we're in the groove, letting you decipher secret jargons, codes, and symbols used by thieves guilds, but for the life of me, I will never be able to figure out why they all use the same one.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb!
Second level gets us Cunning Action, letting you dash, hide, or disengage as a bonus action, perfect for getting out of dodge when you accidentally snoop a little too hard and need to make a getaway back to the office. But it's third level. and there was something about this case that I just couldn't shake. Maybe it was the look in her eye when she told me her third husband fell down the stairs, but I've always had an ear for deceit. So when I rolled an insight check to see if she was lying, I could treat a 7 or lower as an 8 instead. But even so, I noticed the blood on her shoes and the slight limp when she entered the room. There was no mistaking it. My eye for detail knew the truth. As a bonus action, I used it to make a perception check and understood in an instant, and then an investigation check to figure out the clues. I had her dead to rights. Or maybe she had me. Ooh, what was that? That movie was just getting a little spicy. Well, we'll finish it later. For now, remember that when our Seamus gets in a pinch, they can always rely on their insightful fighting, helping you predict an opponent's next move to counter with your own devastating sneak attack. Whenever you start combat with a target, you can use a bonus action to make an insight check against their own deception check, and on a success, deliver sneak attacks for 1 minute, whether you have advantage against them or not. Phew! Luckily for the mob, you can only do this against one bad guy at a time, but with the way you're stacking D6s, it's an amazing way to chunk down villains with a
Discombobulate.
Anyway, we'll finish off level 3 with steady aim, letting you dump your bonus action and movement to gain advantage on a roll, but don't do that. Insightful fighting is usually going to be better, so just do that instead. So that'll jump us up to 5th level with uncanny dodge to spend a reaction to try to get out of danger, having the damage of 1 attack. 6th level means more expertise, and investigation and perception are amazing choices here to really fill out your investigator persona, as well as evasion at level 7 to be the slipperiest sleuth in town and only take half damage on a failed dex save and no damage on a success. 9th level will give us the steady eye for advantage on all perception and investigation checks as long as you only use half your speed, which basically means all out of combat checks are going to be sky high, especially when you add on reliable talent at level 11, so you can't roll lower than a 10 on any skill you're proficient in. And since we're really good at a lot of stuff, I mean, unless you roll dog water on your initial stats, the lowest you can get on most of these checks is like a 15, with a lot of them being in the mid-20s. So this skill is amazing, especially during an investigation or an interrogation, and that really can't be understated. How do you think Batman is good at everything? It's that. Batman is at least an 11th level rogue.
Where are you?
Here.
Lucky level 13 gives us the unerring eye, giving you the ability to see through illusions with ease. Your natural sense of the world lets you understand when illusions, shape changers, and false magic are trying to trick your perfect vision, and you can spend an action to detect one of those effects within 30 feet of you. And while you don't automatically understand exactly what the illusion is hiding or what its original form is supposed to be, you are able to tell that something is wrong a number of times a day equal to your wisdom modifier. Level 14 gives us blind sense, so we can detect hidden or invisible creatures within 10 feet, as well as a slippery mind at level 15 for proficiency in wisdom saves. Great for any rogue, but especially fitting for us, so that's nice. But our last inquisitive ability is the Eye for Weakness, giving you an extra 3d6 to your sneak attack on any creature you've targeted with your insightful fighting. That would be 12d6 at this level and capping at 13d6 at level 19 every time you don't. It was funny the first time, but we'll wrap up with Elusive at level 18, making sure no attack roll ever has advantage against us. And Stroke of Luck at level 20, letting you turn a missed attack into a hit once per short rest, or turn a failed ability check to a straight 20 instead. So, have I given you a clue as to how much I love the Inquisitive Rogue? The Inquisitive is that perfect blend of unique flavor, plenty to do, and solid power without being overwhelming to play. I think Insightful Fighting is a great new way to get your sneak attack and plays to your strengths, and that extra 3d6 later on doesn't hurt either. Well, it hurts them, you know. I think for any campaign that includes a mystery, this rogue is a top pick, though I could see it being a little boring if you don't have any mysteries to solve. Also, if your DM just isn't good at running intriguing investigations, your results may vary. However, when it comes to gathering clues, finding traps, and uncovering the truth, there's no one better. Honestly, the best thing about this rogue is how quickly and easily it all comes together. I've heard complaints that the Inquisitive can be a little mad, but focusing dexterity and wisdom aren't that bad, and your expertise and insight and investigation more than make up for anything falling behind. To me, this one's no shit, Sherlock, though if you were going to multi-class, a Battlemaster or Swordsbard are an easy choice, but possibly a Bladesinger or, dare I say, Ranger? To lean into a bounty hunter aesthetic, that might be cool. I just can't get over how many characters you can play with this subclass, from Humphrey Bogart to Columbo, and anything that gives me that much variety is an A+ in my book. Elementary, in fact. So if your morning coffee is at least half gin, you're a world-renowned master at the game of Clue, and they say what you don't know won't hurt you, but they never said that after being grazed by a beautiful dame. Lucky for me, I was the better shot. But that's the life you lead when... Guess what? You might be an inquisitive rogue. Hey guys, as always, I can't thank you enough for watching. I think this week, why don't we tap on the author of Sherlock Holmes himself, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, for an interesting quote. He said, "Life is infinitely stranger than anything in which the mind of man could invent." I think that's about the truest thing I've heard in a while, if I'm being honest, but I think I also get it just a little more each day. You never know what's around the corner from you and what life might drop in your lap next, so try your best to just be kind when you can. But either way, I'm still proud of you. If you like this kind of stuff and want to help support the channel, please make sure to hop on over to the Patreon and be one of these great people on screen, with top-tiered patrons getting games DM'd by me. For everyone else, I hope to see you on the Discord server where you can find games or gush about your favorite characters, but until I see you again, I hope you have a great day, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon.